Hey guys, welcome back to Casual Yu-Gi-Oh! And today we're going to do our top 10 favorite fusion monsters. We're going to try to go through all the summoning mechanics. We've already done normal monsters and ritual monsters.
Yeah, we had to separate all the different types of monsters out from each other because there's just so many great monsters in the game.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to do our top 10. I consider myself a fusion guy, so I want you to go first, and then I'll end with my number one. So
Fusions are pretty cool. I wouldn't say I'm too terribly adept at fusion, so most of my choices are based off of the artwork on the card alone, and not until you get into the upper parts of my top 10 do you get into the stuff that I actually love inside the game.
I think looking at this, all but 2 cards I play in a deck.
Yeah, one card I know everybody hates, but the artwork's just fucking cool as shit.
Alright.
But my number 10, I'm gonna go with Cherubin the Fire Knight, which is a card
level 3 guy.
Yeah, he has no effect. His artwork's just super fucking dope. It reminds me of Dark Souls.
I mean, he's from the original set. He's an LOB. But
fucking cool as shit looking.
No way he would make my top 10.
Dude, he's got that maul and he's going in. He's surrounded by fire. It's just a cool looking card. It reminds me of Dark Souls.
Okay. My number 10 is Master of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
The giant koala boxer. I love him. I have a beast deck where the entire motivation of the deck was to just try to get him out. I mean, granted, I changed it a little bit because I was like, well, I don't want to just do one play over and over again. But at the same time, the whole reason I would ever want to play Beast is to just do Master of Oz, Wild Nature's Release, and be like, how much attack does he have? 7,900. Yeah. 100 away from OTKing someone. So, yeah. I love Master of Oz. He's just a cool card. Has no effect. Doesn't need an effect. He's 4,200.
And he was also played by the best character in...
Delicious!
Yeah.
All right. Number 9.
Number 9 is a card that just recently came out, but the artwork's just bad as fuck.
Dragoon of Red Eyes.
Well, no, Lucifer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lucifer, Dark Lord of the Morning Star. Satan, but the artwork's fucking killer, man. He's black armor, halo of fire, and he's just.
I'll give him this because a lot of the Dark Lords do have kind of a purple to them or whatever. I don't know. His colors match so well with a fusion background. Yeah, he looks really cool.
Everything works together, man.
Yeah.
Again, it's just another artwork that's just super.
Doesn't he have 4,000 attack?
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Yeah. Okay, my number 9 is Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem.
Yeah, close because I was like, man, he's probably got him, so I'm safe leaving him off. He'll get some shit.
I love that it's Ancient Gear Golem with the mechanical legs or whatever that have kind of been merged onto him. Another thing of why I love him is that he always brings back good memories to me because I know that every time I get him out, I'm like, I'm about to OTK your ass. I love him.
Powerbomb.
He is the exact reason why when people don't play Powerbomb Ancient Gears, I'm like, you just don't know what you're doing with the deck. You don't. 8,800 with piercing. Oh, and by the way, if you kill me, I get regular Ancient Gear Golem out. So it's I'm going to be doing something. Or if you just do him and then limit removal. But it's he's 3 Ancient Gear monsters, one of them has Ancient Golem. That's why you run 3 Ancient Gear Golems, kids. Fusion builds. And no, it just kills me, man, when people don't know how to play a deck. But yeah, 8,800 with piercing. Love him. And he's just love it.
Yeah.
All right. 8.
All right. 8. Another monster with no effect. I'm sorry, I just love the artwork. Is Alligator Sword Dragon.
He was close to making it, but he's a cool, yeah.
He's goofy.
And that's not true if he does have an effect.
Does he really?
Yeah. If your opponent has only earth, wind, fire, or water monsters in the field, basically if they don't have a dark or light, he can attack directly.
Yeah, okay. What was I thinking of? The one that didn't have an effect.
Thousand Dragon?
Yeah, Thousand Dragon. That's
yeah.
But the artwork's goofy and
Oh, I love his artwork because it's actually Baby Dragon that's on the card, and I love it.
And Alligator Dragon.
He was so close to making it. Yeah.
It's a cool card.
Alligator Sword Dragon's a great choice. My number 8 is Egyptian God Slime. Egyptian God Slime is a cool looking card that they finally are now making into a card. It's not in the TCG yet, but it will be in the next couple months.
That's fucking brutal, man.
He's a great card. I love everything about that card. I love the look, and for the longest time, I'd always be like, I wish they would make this into a card, and they never did. And now they are. So that's good. That's all I'll say about it. So go ahead.
All right.
Number 7, right?
Yeah, number 7. I wanted to put an Elemental Hero on my list. And of all the artworks, he kind of sucks, but I really love Elemental Steam Healer.
Steam Healer almost made my list. He's great.
The artwork's awesome.
What a cool
effect.
What I love about the Elemental Heroes is, like I said, that's why fusions need to get back to actually being 2 specific monsters that make a fusion because it just looks so much cooler, the artwork. But yeah, out of all the original E-Heroes that fused together, Steam Healer was always like, dude, what a cool concept to be like, well, technically a fire and water mix, you'd make steam, and it's like, okay, so we're going to have this, and it's Bubble Man just like with this whole like steam suit. I'm like, that's really cool.
I mean, they could have gone in the direction of like alcohol.
Jaden only played him once. He played him in like a duel against. He played him against Dark Magician Girl. Dark Magician Girl, the spirit came out and actually like dueled for a day. It was Spirit Day or whatever. And yeah, he dueled and he was like, yeah, I make Steam Healer, and like when I kill your monster, I gain life points equal to that monster's attack, and I'm sure you love that effect.
Yeah, it's like me less some life.
Well, people used to use that with Skyscraper because Skyscraper you could get over someone with more attack and then get his effect, and yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, Steam Healer's a great choice. My number 7 is Cyber Twin Dragon. Blue Eyes has now tried to do that because they recently, in the last couple years, made finally a Blue Eyes Twin Dragon, but Cyber Dragons did it first, and they were cool. Cyber Twin, I love that like his body is so bulky that he has 2 heads and just the body, but the body's basically as big as Cyber End Dragon because he's just like got this like gut and tail and everything, but like it's just the 2 heads. But Cyber Twin, to be honest with you, I love Cyber End, but Cyber Twin is probably the better monster because for 2.
Oh, okay. See, I'm sitting here expecting like multiple Cyber Dragon monsters on your list. That's just saying.
You may. But with only 2 Cyber Dragons, you get a monster with 2,800 that can attack twice, and that's if you fuse in the regular, which in Cyber Dragons, you don't. You use Power Bond. So 5,600 attacking twice. Amazing.
Yeah.
He's a great card. But yeah, that's it. Ultimate OTK monster.
Yeah. And then we make it to the one, I know you hate this monster, but his artwork is super cool. Full Metal Flow's Alcahest.
Yeah, I hate the card.
Yeah.
I don't even think the artwork is that cool.
And it's weird because like I'm being kind of a hypocrite because there's cards that I should be putting on my list because people know I love like the artwork of the cards, but like I hate the card of like what's the like Kraken that lives in the boat that you just get out with instant fusion.
Sea Monster of Theseus?
Fucking hate that card because of instant fusion.
The artwork's okay on that. It's not great, but
I'm a big fan of Kraken.
Yeah.
But
I thought you were talking about Fright for Kraken.
No. But Alcahest has got like this stylish fucking like wizard shit going on. I don't know. I just love the artwork.
He's 1,000 edge restrict on your opponent's turn. That's not fucking fair.
He's a really good card.
Yeah.
I've never played him, but
Metal Flows are gay. Okay. My number 6 is Chimera Tech Overdragon. Zane played Chimera Tech Overdragon. I love Chimera Tech Overdragon. I will never play a Cyber Dragon deck without that card. It has to be in there. I don't care. Because when Zane did it, he took out 6 materials to do that, and it was at like a 4,200 attack, I think, or something like that. They could attack 6 times. That was amazing. That's his ability to just do that 800 per fusion material, and the fact that you just get to attack that many monsters is an effect that I just think goes under the radar with people. You get that thing up, and if I like limit removal it, you got a board of like, oh, this has 3,000. This is, well, you just lost. I'll clear your whole board. I love it.
yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, he's my favorite of like, because eventually they made Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Rampage Dragon has a really good effect, but it's not as satisfying as Chimera Tech Overdragon, where it's just the one Cyber Dragon than any other machine that you want to put in there. It's just the best.
I'm a fan of Dark Zane.
Yeah.
Where he's just basically like underground dueling people, like fucking killing them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Your number 5.
My number 5, Supreme Arcanite Magician. I like me some
very,
spell counters.
very cool card.
Yeah. And better artwork than Alcahest. Like big fucking giant robes.
Yeah.
Showing off like ritualistic type shit, man.
I love the purple and blue in that color of the card. I will say my favorite of the Arcanite Magician cards is the Assault Mode version.
Yeah, the synchro one?
The
main deck one that you have to get out with.
I just think that's such a cool looking card, and I honestly think he's the best because I think his isn't like remove 2 spell counters and blow up your opponent's entire board.
Yeah.
This man is gonna make a spell counter deck at some point. That card has to be in there.
I'm gonna make a bunch of spell
because
counters.
if you don't do it, I might do it.
Yeah.
That just for that card, I was like, that card's.
I'm gonna make some jank shit.
Yeah. Okay, number 5 is the only elemental hero I put on this list. Elemental hero Flare Neos. Cell!
Yeah.
Because he looks like Cell. He looks so awesome. He's just the one that takes Neospace from Flare Scarab and Neos. And I've always thought his artwork is just like, his design is just so cool to just take Neos and be like, oh, you're getting this black and orange suit. And his effect is you gain 400 for every spell and trap on the field.
Yeah.
And then if you have like Neospace, then that's going to put him up to 3,400, then not counting like everything else. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I always loved his artwork, and I loved how beefy he could get as far as attack points. That's why when people say Neospacians suck, do your research. They actually got some pretty cool cards.
Yeah, what
Air
happens if
Neos.
you equip them with 3 mage power?
A Hero Lives into Air Neos is like an OTK in and of itself. That's a guy that just becomes 6,500. You're like, yeah, really easy. Okay, go ahead. Number 4.
All right, number 4. I'm pretty sure this one doesn't have an effect, but I like slime shit. Humanoid Warm Drake.
Does not have an effect. I wish it kind of did have an effect, but cool card.
I love the way it looks, man.
Yeah. It's just this like, are you an alien? Are you, I don't know what you are. That's like probably the closest they've gotten to like a xenomorph looking card or whatever.
It's just like, God, the artwork on it is so fucking weird, man.
You should play it in the deck. Just run Unexpected Dice to get the humanoid slime.
Oh, dude, we're coming up to it. We're coming up to it. I'll make something. Okay. I'll make it work.
Very cool card. Yeah.
Humanoid Slime Drake OTK incoming.
Yeah. Okay, my number 4 is Cyber End Dragon. And even though I said Cyber Twin is probably the better monster, Cyber End Dragon is
cooler.
Yeah, he's the crown jewel of the deck. Like, and if you play Cyber Dragon deck, if you don't play Cyber End Dragon, I'm like, why did you like? What about Cyber Dragons made you want to play the deck?
Yeah, you said Cyber Twin is like the better monster, and I was like, man, did Cyber End not make his list? I was like, that's one of his favorite cards.
It's Blue Eyes Ultimate, but with an actual ability, and in my opinion,
machine.
Yeah, and a machine. Yeah, and I don't know. I loved him. I loved how remember the first time Zane got it out and they show the full, like, where he's, like, as a shadow coming out? Yeah, and they're forming and they show the different lights that glow on each different Cyber Dragon, and I just,
each head pops up one by one.
Well, each head on Cyber End Dragon is actually different.
Is it?
Yeah, they're actually different heads.
I don't think I've ever noticed that.
Yeah. So it's really cool. Yeah, but 4,000 with piercing, and God forbid your opponents put something in defense, then if you powerbomb a limit removal, yeah, great. Alright.
Alright, my number 3. One of my favorite decks, Gravekeeper's Supernaturalist, is... I
don't think his artwork's that cool.
I like the artwork, and he's doing some shaman shit.
Could have looked cooler, but...
Sure, but like, it's one of my favorite decks, and he's the boss monster of the deck, so...
Good card for the deck.
Yeah, a fucking wicked-ass card for the deck.
After watching you play it on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duels game, I would get annoyed with how you have to keep track of, like, doing the effect, and then you don't get the card till, what, the end phase, right?
The end phase.
That would, how many times did you go, like, oh, I forgot to activate his effect this turn?
Yeah, like playing it in real life, it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
On the game, it's like super easy. It's like if the fucking
icon pops up, that says activate effect. But yeah.
But hot damn if that's not like the perfect card for the archetype. And it's a bastard to get over that card.
I mean, to be honest, I think it's kind of cooler that they added fusion to the deck instead of just being like, hey, we'll just give it an XYZ monster, or God forbid they give it a link, because I'm totally against that. Okay.
I mean, I'd be for a Gravekeeper link.
It doesn't need to happen.
It doesn't.
Okay, my number 3 is Black Skull Dragon. Yeah. Initially, if you would have caught me like 10 years ago, I probably would have been like, Black Skull is my favorite. And it was for a very long time. It was like, oh, it's my favorite fusion. I think the thing that stops it is the 2 that are ahead of it on this list, I actually could play in a deck. And right now, Black Skull Dragon, there's just nothing for it. I wish they would make, like, I don't know, some equip cards or something that would go only to Black Skull Dragon. Because to be honest, they did retreads of the old Red Eyes fusions. And to be honest, while they're better because they technically do an effect, they don't look as cool. Black Skull Dragon looks amazing, and I would just wish there was something that could go on. Look at the Archfiend fusion monster that they have that's in, Black Skull's replacement.
Yeah.
He looks cool. He just doesn't look as cool as Black Skull Dragon.
Yeah, he's not the OG too. Yeah. And I mean, it's 2 awesome monsters fused together.
Yeah, and that's the thing and it's literally what would those 2 monsters look like if they fused? They would have looked exactly like that. He's just classic. He's original. Even though, he's only number 3 on this list, because Fusion's one of my favorite mechanics, he still would probably make my top 10 favorite cards of all time. He would definitely make the list. Yeah, just love Molten Fireball Blast, like, I love it. That duel against, like, Joey and Yugi, like, that's, like...
I love the monsters that have fucking, like, named attacks.
Yes. Well, that's something he should get if they made support. It'd be cool if he got that.
I'd like a magic card or some shit like that would go with it. Dude,
it'd be awesome if his magic card... No, seriously, that's actually all they need to make to do the support. You might say this is too busted. Make a support card where it just says, activate Molten Fireball attack. Black Skull Dragon can't attack this turn, but destroy every monster your opponent controls that's in, like, attack position like that. Then whatever its attack...
Inflict some damage.
Yeah, whatever its attack was, it just gets taken out of their life points. Then Black Skull Dragon would become relevant and people would play it. Yeah. Konami. Pay attention.
I don't think people are going to play Black Skull Dragon.
With that card, it would actually be playable, Jesse.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, with that card, it'd be playable. You're like, if you get out Black Skull Dragon, you have a chance to play this card and then literally wipe out your opponent's whole board and do all the burn damage. Because that's what he should be. Molten Fireball attack in the show was like, it was amazing because it would just Molten Fireball attack and it would just wipe out whatever. Okay, go ahead. Number 2.
I don't have to look for my number 2. I know it's Fright for Kraken.
Oh, so I was like kind of like joking before.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I have a couple soft spots you can fucking hit, and that's like nautical shit, like deep sea shit, leviathans, kraken, shit like that, and then like, I like the arcane shit, like Mr. Crowley, like stuff like that, like mythology wise. Go into like actual mythology with like Greek and like Nordic shit, where it's just cool shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a soft spot you can hit, and not only is it a kraken, they made it fucking goofy. And they like attached knives to it and shit, man. It's fucking like right up my goddamn alley.
It's crazy how that card, because I watch MCool40's video, shout out to him, and he, you know, like every now and again he'll look up what the cards were. Last like couple years it was always like, oh, it's still like $3 or whatever, because it was printed in 2017, and then finally it's like a $15 card, and he's like, I called it. He was like, I've been saying the whole time this card's gonna be worth money at some point.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Yeah, what's crack-a-lackin'? Yeah, that's literally a shirt. He makes shirts out of it. But yeah, cool card. I really think you should make Frightfurs. You don't really have an OTK deck, and it's stuff that you like. It's animals mixed with like fucked up shit that makes
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, yeah, you should do it.
Yeah.
I can't say that I'll like love the deck, but I think you would enjoy it.
Well, my fear is that it would become like Luna Lights 2.0. Because Luna Lights were like people and cats.
Well, what I would do with that deck, Jesse, if you made it,
people.
there's certain decks, like I have like with dinosaurs, where like I can't really play a casual game with you guys because the dinosaur deck is just too good and dinosaurs are retarded. So like, that's a deck where like you enjoy it, set it over here to the side and be like, well, I'm not going to play casually a whole lot with it, but if we ever do a tournament setting or whatever, just go like, I got this, I can play it. And when you get into a tournament, it's win it all, you know, it's just win.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think you should do that. My number 2 is Dark Paladin. I love Dark Paladin. Beautiful artwork, beautiful concept of a card. I think another reason why he went above Black Skull Dragons is because he actually has an effect. He's actually playable. Yeah. I will always play If you play a Dark Magician deck and you don't play Dark Paladin, you are a fucking idiot. I said it. He can negate spells by discarding a card. Last time I checked, that's pretty good. And then he gains 500 for every dragon that's on the field or in either player's graveyard. Yeah, well, if I'm playing Dark Magicians, yeah, I may not have a lot, but oh, dude, I still remember, like, I got Brendan with that against his Blue Eyes deck. It was so satisfying. Because he had, like, 7 dragons in his graveyard. I'm like, what a fucking idiot.
Like, all of my, if I had, like, a top 10 most satisfying Yu-Gi-Oh! Moments, it would all be me fighting Brendan and doing dumb shit against him.
Yeah.
Still remember, what year is it?
But, like, what I get? A 3,500 point boost because he had 7 dragons in his graveyard. Yeah, Dark Paladin went from 2,900 to 6,400 is what he went up to. And I was like, this is amazing. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, he's just a great card. And I don't know. I will never get tired of that card. It's a perfect fusion monster, perfect boss monster. I love it. Okay, go ahead.
I can't believe you placed this motherfucker at 8. Egyptian God Slime's the best card that's ever been fucking printed. It's the slimiest motherfucker. It's from the show. The shit's fucking cool as hell.
Okay, but if you look on my list, it's not that I like look at these other cards and I go like, oh, they're just so much cooler. I actually play them in decks, and that's kind of why.
You're going to play this guy in a deck.
Oh,
he's
I will.
Not out yet. That's why he's at 8.
I'll find him. I'll find a way to put him inside. Yeah, because
I guarantee he's gonna come out. You're gonna play him, and you're gonna be like, I regret everything. He's the best thing ever.
He still wouldn't take number 1 for me.
Dude, give him time.
No.
He's fucking beautiful.
Because do you know what my number 1 is?
Go ahead.
Are you done talking about Godslime?
Slimy. Fucking cool shit, man.
When Merrick played him and Yugi attacks with Dark Magician Girl and he's like, actually no, and just blocks it with his hand.
Fuck that.
Yeah, love it. And you are making a slime deck.
Oh yeah. Not I don't like Raw. I'm gonna maybe try to throw Slifer in because Strings played Slifer, and Strings is the coolest character in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Fight me. I have no mind of my own.
Yeah. I love that.
He played Slimes, and Slimes are fucking cool, man.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one guess. What's my number 1? Think of a fusion that I love that I haven't said yet.
That new Red Eyes fusion.
Okay, Red Eyes Dragoon of Red Eyes or Red Eyes Dragoon, however they're gonna call it. I love his artwork. He's broken as all hell, but I love his artwork. He did not make my He didn't make my top 10. No, but he got written down. He got written down. He's on the list. Okay, I'm gonna say my honorable mentions real fast, and I'll let you say your honorable mentions after. Thousand Eyes Restrict, Reaper on the Nightmare, because I love the attack.
How'd I miss him?
Attack directly and then rip a card out of your opponent's hand. I love it. Alligator Sword Dragon, Elemental Hero Steam Healer, Rapid Horseman. I love Rapid Horseman. He just doesn't have an effect, and I don't play him in anything. What?
Don't know him.
Rapid Horseman, Battle Ox, and Mystic Horseman fused together. Kaiba played him all the time in Season 1.
I can't remember.
I guess he only fused with him once, I guess. Last Warrior from Another Planet. I got that card out of a Labyrinth and Nightmare pack way back in the day, and I love that card.
I'm like 50-50 on him.
Oh, I love him.
I love him, hate him.
I love him, and I love his effect. It's just without Metamorphosis, he's just not really like that playable anymore. I'd love to play him in a Warrior deck, but because I play pure Warriors, I can't play the Aqua monster that is part of the fusion, because I'm like, well, those don't work. King Dragoon, the fusion of Lord of D and Dragon Ragnarok or whatever, Divine Dragon Ragnarok. I love his effect. It's like once per turn, special summon a dragon from your hand, and then I think he protects all your dragons from traps, monster effects. I love him. I love the way he looks. Every time that I'm like, I want to make a dragon deck, he's part of like the reason why I want to do it. That's if I made a dragon deck, it would be like Lord of D, Flute of Summoning Dragons with him as a fusion option. That's what I would love to do. Mirror Force Dragon. I love Fang of Critias. He's my favorite of the 3 dragons by far. Timaeus would be second. Hermos I thought was lame, to be honest with you. Joey's dragon was lame. I like some of the stuff it goes into. I just think the dragon itself doesn't look that cool.
Fire's dragon. He's cool.
No, that's part of Critias. Critias has all the coolest fusions. Right. He has Doom Virus Dragon, he has Mirror Force Dragon, he has Tyrant Burst Dragon, and he has the Destruction Dragon that just came out a couple years ago. Yeah. Konami, keep making the Legendary Dragon support. Keep making those fusions because they're cool. Just keep doing it. No, seriously, just keep making them. They're awesome. Let's see. Dragoon of Red Eyes, like I said. Elemental Hero Magma Neos, which is the contact fusion of Granmole and Flare Scarab. I guess I love Flare Scarab with Neos in any way. But yeah, when he just like is up there and he's just like gaining all this power, like he's holding a Spirit Bomb or something like that. I love that. He gains 400 for every card on the field, including himself. So he has 2,900 regularly, so he just automatically, you're like, well, that's 3,300 right there. Or maybe he's 3, I think he might be 3,000. Yeah. But he's a great card. Thunder Dragon Titan. I love the look of like the 3 Thunder Dragons fused together. It looks like a really cool card. Sadly, it's just like I don't really ever get him out anymore because Konami, you limited Instant Fusion to 1, and then you took away Colossus altogether. Colossus, that's fair. Instant Fusion probably should be at 1, but if you could give me some other Thunder Fusion monster that I can build up into that thing, that would be nice. And then lastly, the honorable mentions, Rainbow Neos. I love Rainbow Neos as a card. No, I'm not gay, but I love Neos. I'm not. But Elemental Hero Neos and Rainbow Dragon fused together. But Rainbow Neos 4,500 and he's so strong. He can literally out anything. By the way, people are literally just doing that right now. They're like, well, this card outs anything. So they just, because that stupid, the stupid Link monster.
Just fuse them from,
yeah, exactly. That's all people are doing. Oh, and they're also using Neos Fusion because Neos Fusion gets him out. Yeah. Which, that's a mistake, Konami. Neos Fusion was a good support card. You just should have said that, like, it has to have a Neospatian as the part of the material. That's what they should have said. Okay, so finally, my number 1 is Cyber Dark Dragon.
Okay.
I love Cyber Dark Dragon. Yeah. I love his effect. I love his look. I love the deck that he goes into. I love everything about the card. I love that he doesn't quick effect negate. I love that it's like, I am just going to be beefy as fuck. He gains 100 for every monster that's in your graveyard. It's like, I love the Cyber Dragon fusions. But you know this about me. Yeah. I just love dark. The dark attribute, I don't know. I love it. If we... Team APS does a cool thing where they have shirts now that have like every attribute, and it's like you can get a shirt that's just like, well, what's your attribute ever? Like if you had to pick one of the 6 attributes, what would it be? Water for you?
It's either water or wind.
Yeah, you're wind, dude. You're wind. Sorry,
probably.
You're Swift Birdman Joe.
Swift Birdman Joe, how I started.
Yeah, yeah. So you're wind, and I would be dark. You would agree, right?
Yeah.
You don't think any attribute would work for me, right?
No, probably not. No, it's dark.
Yeah. What would Brendan be?
Light.
Light, because he's a light swarm player.
Yeah.
He's a fag.
Yeah. Gay.
Yeah, but that Cyber Dark Dragon, I just love the card, and his artwork, man. There's nothing else to say. I mean, like, he just looks beautiful. Cyber Darkness Dragon, I just don't like that card. That's the retread that they're like, oh, it's better. It's not better. Because it's 5 monsters to get out, and it only has 1,000 more attack, and it could do a quick effect negate if it's equipped to something, but it doesn't have the 100 attack for every monster in graveyard, and it's just like,
Yeah.
No. But yeah, that's it for our list. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The next one we're going to do is top 10 synchros, so yeah, look forward to that, and have a good one.